Hello, everyone. This is Midnight Gaming. Welcome back. Today we are going to finish up the auto crafting, or at least we're going to start working on finishing up the auto crafting that we need for siege carts. Uh, Specifically getting some of the different resources set up. I will admit, I just remembered that I said I was going to get this in between episodes, and I forgot. Let's do this real quick. Okay, there we go. And we'll throw all of this in here to be processed. Let's do the process system. We're doing good on flight. At the moment. This is processing up a storm. We have tons of resources right now. God, I'm happy with this. This is awesome. We have resources for this. As you can see, we are still we're still making progress. Today, first thing is first. We're gonna one more thing I forgot to auto teach. Which I spotted at the end of the last episode. I don't make iron bars, right? Um, I want to make a bucket. So, one bucket here. Do I have water up here that I can easily access? Yes, I do. Why is it like this? I think it's like that because I screwed up. Comes one of these. Sure. Redstone. Resources for main base definitely need to happen sooner rather than later. Also, speeding up that furnace is probably on my list of things to do as well. So siege carts, we haven't done anything with it yet. I want to get this going. That's not where it's actually going to live. I want to build it over in the mine dimension. I'm going to build a whole like setup system for it. This is going to take forever because it also needs the furnace downstairs. Huh. And there. And then do this. Let this kill my connected power. Sadness. So a lot of time you can put a power storage thing here, and it'll take the power out of here. So when I accelerate it, it works, but apparently, doesn't recognize the building gadget. What we're going to do right now is I can't fly, so I need to stop double tapping. But I'm going to put this right there. That's going to fill with water. I'm going to put a rafter on it, and I also want the importer also. Rafter. Importer is going to take a second, but honestly, it's not that bad considering the patterns are apparently done. So yeah. So I only have to run one thing up there instead of figure it out back. That's I'm okay with that. Yeah. And I'll put that there. And we'll put this. And we'll say whitelist, so it only pulls out. So I don't have cable on me at the moment. So why would I have cable when I'm working on this stuff? Do I have it in here? You know what? I think there's a refined storage conduit that can share space within right now. Let me look. And conduit. There is. Ahaha. Can we make this? I just need a processor of the golden one. Golden variety. Conduit. This one. Honestly, yeah, I'd rather this recipe. Because these, well, 6 gives me 12. That's about the same price. Do that because I already have an article about it. This, that's why I want to get rid of that wall eventually. Allow me to place this right here, right here. See, that's now online. So now we can craft the water buckets. So that takes an entire recipe problem out of the equation. So if we look up hull, I want to get to the point where we're pretty much ready to go. Water buckets, blaze powder, not hard to deal with. We will deal with that. Sugarcane, really, actually, this is surprisingly easy, as is obsidian. Honestly, the hardest one is mushrooms. That's not a mushroom. That's a gas tier. That's a mushroom. That's a spider eye. These are our 3 hardest ones to deal with. But we will. We'll figure that out. Spider eye is honestly the one that's sketching me because I'm not even sure what I'm going to do for that. But we need earth, seeds, and nature seeds. You are nature seeds. So we're going to look into mystical agriculture a little bit. Mystical agriculture has seeds. These seeds then produce essences. Essences can be used for a lot of things. So just dirt and nature, we can get grass, mycelium, vine, pumpkins, sugarcane, cacti, melons, wheat, potatoes, beetroot, carrots, poisonous potatoes. We have to use it to make potato first. Lily pads, cocoa beans, which is cool. Mushrooms, the other kind of mushroom, that requires stone. Apples, grass. This requires wood essence. These require all wood essence. This requires nether essence, but that's not terrible. End essence. This requires mineral essence. This requires spider essence. Slime essence. Might do spider essence. Might be a bad idea. As well as dirt, coarse dirt, podzol, which I'm not quite sure off the top of my head what podzel's from. Fusosaur. Mycelium we already talked about, both kinds of mushroom. And we can work on sand and gravel and something else. Clay. So these are really useful little things. Now we do require nature clusters, which are a bit harder to make because I need pumpkins. I'm not sure where to get pumpkins from. I already have the farmer information. Pumpkins, I guess. Do we have pumpkin seeds? No. Pumpkin seeds, however, come from dirt and a flint. So measure stream. So this kind of press start. So we can do that real quick at flint match. A good chance of that. And a few other things that would be useful at some point. I have dirt. Me, that, that. So this is what this is for. Oops, got my hand. Get that back. So as I do this, my inventory fills up very quickly. And then it starts just exploding everywhere. I'm sure you've seen it. Right? Yeah. This vacuum hopper, keep that from happening because instead of it falling on the floor, it'll go in here. So if I do this, if I do this, I saw my melon seeds. So anything other than a stone, ooh, we got mineral saplings. We'll have to plant that soon. It'll just fly everywhere. That was bad times. Or sugarcane seeds apparently. Everything else fly everywhere. With this, it gets sucked into here. So it just makes my inventory a little bit cleaner while I'm doing massive amounts of processing. And I don't have to worry about cleaning up after myself because it just automatically does it for me now. Yeah. I saw I have pumpkin seeds in my inventory actually. We'll just throw all this stuff up in here for now. I will figure out what to do with all this stuff at some point. But that's not right now. I need to see some stuff that fell out the sides. It fell so far away that the magnet couldn't get it because the magnet only covers this room. It's not going any bigger. So, okay, so we need melon. Melon. I saw them. No, we need pumpkin. Where's we have melons? I don't know why we have melons though. No, I think about it. How many melons do I have? I don't have melons. Wait, nature. Don't I need melons for the interests? Oh, there's cactus. Yeah. See, I don't have any more cactus. Okay. Do I have a snad? No. Oh, it's right here. Eh. Oop. I'll let that run. This. Super easy. We'll just need a block breaker. That's that. Just put a block breaker there. It'll be done. This will automate cactus at some point. It's really not hard. I don't need melon, I need pumpkin. I need a hoe. Do I have a hoe? I do have a hoe. I'll put this here, and I'll put this here. So pumpkin seeds, a watering can somewhere. It's fine. Do 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 do. Okay. Amongst other things, we're going to need once now that we have these. Once like actually producing stuff with our essences and seeds from Mystical Agriculture, we're going to need a way to deal with them. Specifically, a way to grow them. And for that, we're going to get to that. What I'm going to do is probably temporarily again repurpose that one farmer, and I realize I can't end on something. I can't place. I don't think I can place on this. We're going to repurpose that farmer. There it is. To making the growing dirt. There we go. We don't need this. Grab that. These. Oh, that up. This can go here. Let's go off a moment. This is even easier. So, boop. I believe that's off. Nope. So we will set up a system for this. Must be broken at the moment. A stack of this. Or two. Just need 4. So nature essence is pretty easy. We just need to do this, which means I need 2 seeds. So we're going to do this twice. Uses this up, 2 of them. Let's grab some of this stuff done here. So, and then this, nature, and dirt. Okay. Why do I want dirt? Because I want to make a big farm. Make a big farm, I need to have lots of dirt. Easiest way to get a lot of dirt real quick, mystical agriculture dirt. Because like I said, they do have a chance. It's a very small chance, which I'm actually kind of annoyed that one hasn't done it yet. We have been growing it for a while, but to make a spare seed. I'm wondering if this the farmer from Actual Editions has something to do with it. I don't think so, but it might. Because I can't remember. Right click. I think that right clicks. I think if you destroy, I think you have to destroy it to get the chance. But with a dirt essence, which I'm waiting for it to click over. Well, let's get it. Essence. We can get 24 from 8 essence. I just got 2. So this will go pretty quick. Once this thing starts growing and triggering a lot, it will we'll be able to grow and get stuff going here pretty quickly. Some gold. Gold chicken's going. Get this stuff pulled out. Yeah. Got that yellow chicken. Alright, there's no dirt chicken, unfortunately. Best way is probably the way we're doing it. Although pulverizer can do it. Good to know. Pulverizer doesn't skip. It's egg mill with regular grapple in it. But it had a low chance. Red boy. You're still running. Stuff in here. So, lots of resources. Oh! We filled up that storage drive, didn't we? Yes, it did. Oops. Wheel? Now seems as good a time as any to teach it how to make discs. So I realized I didn't do that yet. 1K disc. I'll check that on. I don't like running with your dictionary active. Shift right clicking, by the way, in open air will delete that. Uses. There is no real reason once you get to a certain point to not just upgrade this to the max tier disc. Yeah, that's reborn storage, so I don't really want to get into reborn yet. It's closer to the controller, so it's gonna be at the top now. 4. Can I make 1? I need 152 quartz. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh, why am I grabbing iron? I shouldn't be doing that. Let's grab solidified experience. That can come out. Okay. Let's grab 2/6 as well. Let's shift right clicking that. I can figure that throw it my inventory directly. Or my thing. My character. It's XP. 4 stacks. Quartz, just more than I need. Make a 4K. Or 64K. Disc. So that will give me these. These are even bigger. That's absurd. I am not looking to craft this complicated of one yet. That's a later. Eventually, we'll probably run these, but it's 8 million EMC, so that should tell you the recipes. I mean, this stuff gets real expensive real fast. This is processing. Processing. Yes, that's what I said. So we'll go down. Got Bird Essence in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Die. Die. Yeah. Okay, we're down 400 items. 400 different items almost. Okay. So, yeah. Not super worried, but disc. Yeah. Once this is done, we are going to get back to what we're working on. So yeah, we are going to work towards different crafting or crafting, different farming ability stuff. Once we have some skin. Now, mind you, we have 8,000 item storage in there. I'm making a 64 tonight, which is way, way, way bigger than what we already have. So we will get a lot of stuff out of that, which will be awesome. Sweet. You can go away. You can go away. You guys can go away. I want to keep that up there. I already have to close some of so I need to make that. Fusion crystal is something on my to-do list. All right. Yeah, so this is going to make 64,000 item storage, which would be, nice. Once we have that, we're going to work on just, well, we're going to need a bigger farm space. And I'm thinking we go up. But at the same time, it's going to be a lot like the basement. It's just going to be a big empty room. So maybe just make it a basement or just put it over here. Honestly, it's kind of what I want to do, actually. Just put it like through that wall. Do that. I have, yeah, here you are. Did not mean to do that. Do that. Yeah. So, oop. So I did that. Why did I do that? The bottom layer here, and I just realized I don't have a way to light that room. But yeah. That bottom floor is going to become dirt. Solid dirt. Um, and the reason we're going to make it solid dirt is because we're going to make it a farm. You can't grow things on gravel. Well, not that I didn't know, at least. Maybe there's a mod or something that has gravel plants, but not that I'm aware of. So we'll come over here. This whole floor is going to come at some point. We'll just place that there for the moment. This will help. So that'll become a farm. With that farm, we'll have different things in there. I'm gonna throw this back up in here to recharge. But we're lost. That can go up. Go up. Just this is probably going to continue on to the next episode, I think. So we're almost there. Fortunately, can we, I want to accelerate that a little bit if I can. Uh, I mean, I can make environment bronze. I don't know if got envars laying around. Not enough. 3 and 1, right? Envar is 2 iron. So that, that real quick. What the fuck? I thought. Um, this will increase the speed of that a little bit. Not a ton. I don't have this today. Um, I could go just a little bit faster to just help with it because we are making a lot of resources in here. It is painful, and there are mobs in there. You die, you die, and you die. Yeah, there we go. Cleaned up that mess. There's a couple spots that are still a little. Well, okay. Also want that enabled because I want to build a mob spawner at some point somewhere. I have to decide where. So by keeping that stuff contained in the basement. Legendary loot bag. What do we got? Yoink. Got a diamond chest plate, overgrowth seed, which is nice. Overgrowth seeds are cool. I want to look up discs. Processing. It's just under a stack. Almost there. Should be through most of the smelting then. That's cool. Can I break this down in any reasonable way? Oh, it's used for making wyvern stuff. Which, that's expensive. That's expensive. We're not going to be there for a while. Pressure pulverizer gives me 4. Okay, so not really. No real good way to do it. You look at 3 pulverizer and get 2. I might as well do that. Put the pulverizer in the basement. So now I go. Alright. Power wise, we're doing pretty good. You know what we can do? So we actually have it right now. So try to make the better capacitors. Maybe we do it. I do need to make these iron, not the weird iron. Capacitor. There we go. Now I can make capacitors. I'd like to have 4 more. Okay. Missing 10. Can I get 2 more? Yes. Okay, cool. So that's gonna go there. Not really any real reason for that. I just want um I like this menu better. Um that's a visual input of how full it is. So we are gaining 191 energy. So yeah. There we go. So next time we get one, it's gonna go right here. Just to give that a taller thing. So yeah. Make one. Oh, we're out of stuff. You are still processing. This is so slow. So yeah, next episode we're going to on getting a better farm going. Specifically, hoping we have more dirt. Uh, don't have a ton of dirt seeds right now. Want this somewhere else. See it. Yeah. Everybody, have a good one.